shown themselves to do really well. Come on, man.
That's the way to speak to the report. These fake reporters, these fake news reporters. I love this president. He's just like General Patton, who wouldn't give any BS. He would throw it straight to the person. That's why he had his soldiers in line, and that's why he won a lot of battles, a lot of great victories. And a harsh disciplinary, just like Trump. Hey, you're gonna do things right, or you're a criminal, just like the rest of all of you. So, applause for Donald Trump. Standing ovation. Good morning to all my fellow Americans, especially those of the DAV, for which I am a member, Chapter 11. God bless you all, and veterans of all organizations. And never forget those who have made the ultimate sacrifice in order to keep our country free again, which the Democrats wants to destroy. They just won't admit it, but they are communists. I don't know if anybody is noticing it, but I guess it is, or maybe it's just with me. But according to what I've been reading, YouTube and Google's, they're all together, and maybe Facebook too. I wouldn't doubt it. I'm trying to post news on Facebook, but they're blocking. They're blocking in such a way that it's very few that, they have a technical problem, which I doubt, or they're doing it on purpose. They're probably doing it most likely on purpose. Since they're losing and they're desperate, they're just trying to block all conservative views from entering or sharing on Facebook. Excuse me. And that one, I couldn't help it. I was going to say something else about this, because it's not only that, it's other things that are happening. But that's one of them. Well, I'm losing my memory, so I can't help it. Let's see what's happening in, I want you to see this one. No, I'm going to go to this one. I want you to see how sick and lost. And I'm going to show you a video from the Blaze with Huckabee interviewing this guy who's a professor at the university, and the guy is the how you call it? He promotes Biden, Joe Biden. The guy's a Democrat. But I want you to hear him, and these guys are just sick. They're sick. They're at the stage, or maybe the age, where they just should retire. Get away from politics. Maybe the guy's trying to be sincere, but it's not working for him. I want you to hear this. Don't hear from me. I want you to hear this guy who's interviewed by Huckabee. I think his name, I'm not sure the name here. It says here, Durwood Fincher. This guy is, he's lost in space, just like Biden. I want you to hear this. It's kind of laughable
now,
too.
my next guest just might have the most challenging job in today's world. We're very happy to have him here. He's a presidential debate coach with a combination of scholarly expertise and a deep understanding of the political world. He's right in the heat of the current battle. He currently serves as Joe Biden's debate coach. I want you to welcome Dr. Anderson Payne from Joe Biden's alma mater, Delaware State University. Dr. Payne, welcome. It's good to have you. I'm delighted that you accepted our invitation to come.
Well, I do have to say that I feel like Benedict Arnold at the 4th of July celebration. But I am glad to be here. I'm glad to be really anywhere.
Well, we're glad you came, because, a lot of times it's hard for us to get people from the other side. And especially, it's got to be a challenge. Let's be honest. Joe Biden has had a little bit of a tough time with what most of us would call gaffes. How do you help him to get through those moments when he seems to forget what he's trying to say?
Well, it's a two-pronged issue in terms of, well, everything, what we have, and I guess really has that to a notion at the beginning. But from there, it changes over what I would say change. I did. But I would imagine that a further indication of where we're going. So that in itself is as a, something.
You know, the former vice president has certainly had challenges communicating. I mean, this is your area of academic expertise. You teach this at the university level. What advice do you try to give him in terms of honing his message, making it clear, razor sharp?
Well, I tell all of my clients, well, not all of them, but generally, my philosophy is fake it till you make it. Now, let me explain that.
At least he's sincere. Fake it till you make it. On national TV.
Everything to me is an academic approach. But a wonderful opportunity to be able to develop that, when you're making late with communication. And communication, as we all know, is something that we all have to do, so why not make it ready?
I mean, that's how I'm sure I would put it if I could. Is the vice president easy to work with? I mean, are you able to communicate with him, and does he get the message that you want him to be able to convey when he's out there on that debate stage?
No, but I think that, well, I mean, let me be honest, yes and no. I don't want to sound like what we have, and I guess really has that to notion, but I think, I don't, but I know people who do, that there's a reason for what we have, and I guess, so yes.
I think it's probably time I let the audience in on what they probably have figured out. Dr. Anderson Payne is really, in real life, Durwood Fincher, and he is known across the world as Mr. Double Talk. He's been doing it for years, entertaining, and he has spooked you tonight. I was trying to hang on and not break character, but you make it hard, my friend.
Don't y'all love this guy? He's such a wonderful Richard. What we had inspired is what we have.
Yeah, I mean, you go all over the world and you've entertained and you've spoofed people. I saw what you did to Hoda Kotb and Kathy Lee Gifford on the Today Show. You had that whole bunch totally confused. You know what? I think you really should run for Congress. You are perfect for the deal, man.
I appreciate that, but there's one thing that just scares me to death, and that is, I'm afraid I'd win. By a landslide.
You know what? You couldn't do any worse than what we got. And your speeches would be so much more entertaining than some of the ones that we hear.
And also, you've got to remember, actually, I like it that what we have, and I guess really what I think I've already said that, though I don't want to repeat myself.
Oh, I got to tell you, it has been so much fun having you with us, Durwood Fincher. And with you, we get two guests for the price of one. So we want to express our thanks to you and your alter ego, Dr. Anderson Payne. And if you want to keep up with Durwood Fincher, or if you want to have him come to your community or your corporation and group, he does this all the time, all over the world. Go to doubletalk.com and check him out on social media.
Well, I guess I was wrong. The guy's a comedian. At first, it fooled me. I thought he was really a Democrat. Well, I thought he was. I don't know. But according to what Huckabee was explaining, the guy is a comedian. He goes around lecturing and making people laugh. So he fooled me. So I hope at first I said, "Wow, this is what the Democrats are counting on as a coach." But the guy was just just trying to fool people. So the state of Florida, don't forget to vote for Maria Elvira Salazar for Congress. And Donald Trump, let's see if we free the accounts of the communists in Cuba and we pass it on to people who really love their country. I think there's a political movement in the United States, which is a rising political party, which is, I think, is Partido del Pueblo. And just check it out. See if we can freeze the accounts of the communists and pass it on to people who can administrate. I don't know how they're going to do it because they're not inside. So you choose, Mr. President, whatever you decide. Okay, let me go to the next video here. I'm going to leave with this last video. This is thousands of Latinos gathering in Miami to support Trump, making it clear. Okay? I want you to see this, and I'm going with this one. So God bless you all. Remember, don't forget to go and vote. It's very important. Just for one vote, we can lose. And this is a very important election because we're dealing with people that are extremely evil. That the intentions are to destroy this country. So let's go out and vote for Trump. If you want to save it and make this country great again, or better again. It's not only great with him, it's become great. Even with the malintentions of the Chinese, because they did it on purpose, and with the Democrats trying to impose a false narrative against our dearly beloved president, and other people, just for being a conservative, putting them in prison on purpose. So we're still getting there. You know, it's going to get better. He proved it. First, when he started at first, jobs and jobs and jobs. But Democrats, who are now officially a communist party, are trying to destroy it by trying to destroy the economy and by raising taxes because they're already doing it in California. So, and Joe Biden promised to do even more with Bernie Sanders behind him, who once threatened to even raise taxes to 95%. I mean, this guy's Bernie Sanders is a hardcore communist who will destroy the country. And Harris is no far from him. So be careful. And like I said, I'm leaving with this last video. God bless you all. And see you tomorrow if God permits. Today is the 10th, 2020. My name is Eduardo Rodriguez. So bye-bye.
Quite a sight to see thousands of Latinos gather in Miami to support
Hear that?
President Trump, making it clear that he will win Florida by a landslide. We're going to show you the video in a moment. Before we do, if this is your first time here and you like our reports, please consider hitting the red button down below to subscribe and hit that notification bell. Christina Layla for the Gateway Pundit reports Latinos in South Florida love President Trump. Thousands of Latinos gathered in Miami over the weekend for an anti-socialism caravan in concert in support of President Trump. Quote, "We lost our homeland. We don't want to lose America to socialism," they declared. Let's take a look at the scene from that caravan. Wow. Look at that. Look at that. That is remarkable. That is a sight to see. They read the Latinos attended a concert and chanted 4 more years. 4 more years. Let's watch that part. That was awesome. They write Cubans, Venezuelans, Nicaraguans fled socialism and communism for a better life in the United States, and they are voting for President Trump. Brian, pull that first clip up again. I mean, that is just a terrifying sight for the Democrat Party. Let's watch that first clip. Look at all of this. That is terrifying. Terrifying sight for the Democrat Party, who think that they own the Latino vote. Clearly, not this one. Comment below. We'll see you at the next report for the Next News Network. I'm